back to the channel. I have gotten a number of questions and comments about this custom flag box built by Sun Valley Cabinets. And so in the layout of this truck, the biggest issue that I had was the amount of floor space that was going to be eaten up by the additional carts and the additional 4x8 rack. So in thinking about what to do, I came up with this idea of doing this double deep mirror box and building it into the racks, so that you know, typically when we use Chinese mirrors on commercials, which is mostly what I do, we're not going to break out 6 of these things at a time. Rarely do we pull more than 2. So you know, I just thought that it would make a lot more sense to have, you know, 3 available right on, you know, right at the tip of your fingers. But then it's not that big of a deal to take the extra effort to pull out the ones from the back, and I'll have a system for that. But the one main problem with this design, or the issue that we came up, or that we ran into, was in a regular flag box, there are these paddles or gussets at the back of the box that actually separate the mirrors and keep them from loosening. And open this thing up. So as you can see here, these are the paddles that are at the back of your mirror box. If you're buying, you know, a quality one from one of the reputable manufacturers, this is what they do. This is how they separate the mirrors, one on top, one on bottom, and that keeps the mirrors from toppling over into each other if the knuckle becomes loose. So you can see all the way in the back. Ooh, it's hard to see that. I'll zoom in for you. So the same paddles are there in the back of the box, right? Well, if we only had that, then what would prevent the front mirrors from banging into each other, and how are we going to do that? Normally this front door on the box would hinge. Most of the, you know, have a swinging door hinge with a little latch, and that's how they work. But in this case, with the paddles being on the front and the back, because we needed them for both sets, we weren't able to do a hinging door. These things would hit the mirror. As it rotates, it would smack the mirror and it would never close right. So anyway, we came up with this fully removable door. I screwed in a little piece of wood at the bottom, and basically it's just up, you know, 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch that allows it to hold in. I'll show you how this goes in. So this slots right into there. And then it's basically just, it can't come toward the back of the truck, or it can't become open at the bottom at all. If you pull back, it'll just hit that wood. And then up at the top, just simple, really simple design. I just put in these little latches. It's just a bolted on piece of metal that I cut and rounded off, and I'm gonna paint these, but I haven't got that far yet, but that's it. And then pulling as hard as I can, that does not come out of there. And at the bottom, the same deal. It's locked in by that piece of wood. So that's pretty much it. You know, I put this thing together. Jeff gave it to me all in pieces, so I also took the extra step of clear coating this entire thing. Every single piece is cleared, front, back, sides, so even inside the box is cleared, just in case. I don't know, thought it would be a good idea. But at the back of the truck here, at the back side of it, I ended up just using some L brackets that I already had for the shelving that I had done. And I put one at the bottom and one at the top, and that basically holds it in, along with the friction of this trim. I put in a 1/2 inch trim piece that I just rounded over with a router to make it look nice. and that actually wedged it in like perfectly. The measurements were dead on. So Jeff did a great job, and yeah, so that is the double deep mirror box, and thank you to Sun Valley Cabinets for that. Thanks, Jeff. All right, guys, talk soon. Later.